Are you reading closely and looking? Let's read the question. Who shaded the least amount of their fraction model? Let's underline. Let's read the details. It says Kevin and Natalia each drew a fraction model and shaded part of it. Kevin shaded 2 8s and Natalia shaded 2 6s. So let's circle some clue words. It says who colored the least, and that means smallest, amount of their fraction model. Let's see the details. I know this about Kevin and Natalia, and they drew a fraction model and they colored part of it. So Kevin shaded 2 8s and Natalia shaded 2 6s. What should I do first? The main idea. So let me draw my 3-step. Who shaded the least? What do I know? Well, I know that Kevin shaded 2 8s, and I know that Natalia shaded 2 6s. So now I can copy that again in my strategy section so I can start to compare. So I know that Kevin shaded 2 8s and Natalia shaded 2 6s, and I can sing the numerator song to see which numerator is greater. The numerator shows which is greater. Which one is greater, the 2 or the 2? Well, actually both of them are the same, so now I have to focus on my denominator. Okay, I know that this is part of my total and that this is part of my total, so that Kevin has 8 total parts and Natalia has 6 total parts. Now whenever I'm thinking really hard about my total number of pieces, I need to think about Miss Harrison's party that she had, where she had some cake. So at first, when she had 2 pieces, the size of the pieces was really big. But then when more people started to come over and she had to cut the pieces of cake into more slices, that the slices got smaller when she had more, because the more parts you have, the smaller their size, and the less parts you have, the bigger their size. So let's see which one has more total parts. I see that 8 has more total parts, and that the more parts you have, the smaller their size, and this one has less, and the less parts you have, the bigger their size. So let's look at which one has the S, because we want to focus on the smallest amount. I see that this one has the S. Since that one has the smallest amount, I need the smallest number of dots. So that's 1 dot. And this is the comparison. So that means that 2 8s is smaller than 2 6s. So let's see who shaded the least. That was Kevin. The person that shaded the least was Kevin, because the more parts you have, the smaller their size. If you wanted to go ahead and see that with actual fraction towers, you would need to build 2 8s. So I would need the 8's fraction towers, and I would need 2 of them, so that's 1, 2. And Natalia needed the 6, because she has 6 total parts. And of these 6, she only needs 2, 1, 2. So let's compare. I did make the right comparison, so Kevin's is going to be the smaller fraction. But let's go ahead and look at the size of each of those pieces. So the 8s are smaller than the 6. So we did a good job making that comparison.